Good morning, YouTube. Today is Thursday, June 27th, and welcome back to another weekly vlog. Today I have quite a few things to do. I feel like I start every vlog that way. I've had like the weirdest week. I've just felt like super tired and off and just kind of like bleh. And yesterday, I didn't do any work. I mean, I wasn't like sitting around doing nothing. I was like researching grad schools, and I went to the store and I started making like quilts for some of my friends that are having babies. But like I didn't do any work, which is fine. You know, one day off is not gonna kill me. But it was just really weird. I didn't realize it till the end of the day, and I was like, which means that today I now have a lot of stuff to do. I need to get some YouTube videos up. I need to work on TPT. I need to work on editing my book. I need to clean the bathrooms. I need to work on those quilts because I'm hoping to get at least the tops done today. I'm like halfway with one and then like maybe a quarter of the way with the other. And yeah, oh, and I'm meeting my husband for lunch today because he has meetings in town. So I'm gonna meet him around 11. Right now it's like 8. I just made breakfast. Actually, I didn't really do much, but I have coffee and water, and then I made some muffins yesterday, which are super low carb. They're like, they had coconut flour in them and bananas. And the recipe had walnuts, but I put chocolate chips in them instead. And I used the like Lily Stark chocolate chips, so it's sweetened with stevia. And then it said to put like a 1/4 cup of honey in it, but I just put like a tablespoon. And honestly, I probably could have done it without any sugar, like any honey in it at all. So it was a really good recipe. I'll link it down below. I didn't follow it exactly, obviously, because I'm telling you all these things that I changed, but very, very yummy, really great with some butter in the middle. So that's what I'm having for breakfast today. I'm going to jump on into work. Okay, guys, so I want to talk really briefly about this book. So this is a part of the Chronicles of Narnia series by C.S. Lewis. It's called The Horse and His Boy. It's the 3rd book, technically the 2nd, because the first one is a prequel added on afterwards. But still, it's really good. So the Chronicles of Narnia, of course, are like kids' books, but this one in particular, sorry, let me back up. The Chronicles of Narnia are kids' books that C.S. Lewis wrote, and throughout them, he is like kind of trying to explain the story of like God and Jesus, but in a different way so that it's easier for kids to digest. And so like The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, if you've seen, that's like, you know, the big movie that came out when we were, well, when I was a kid at least. And it, and that's like the traditional, the boy sins, Aslan dies for him, raises again, defeats the White Witch. Very, very symbolic of the Bible. So I really have been enjoying these. They're like 200 pages, so they're super short. I read them really quickly because they are written for kids. But this one I just finished yesterday, and it was so good. It was so good. I wasn't sure what the rest of the books were gonna be like. I have seen, you know, all 3 of the movies they made a few years ago, but I didn't, like, this wasn't in a movie. Like, I just had no idea. But it was really good. And if you are a Christian, I highly recommend. I'm gonna read like 2 little passages out of here that just kind of like blew me away because they felt very spiritual, even though it's a kid's book. So one of them, so basically the whole thing is the boy ends up meeting Aslan, and he doesn't know that it's Aslan because he didn't grow up, and Aslan's supposed to be like Jesus. And so, and Aslan is a lion, and so the boy's like, oh, you're a lion, well, and gets scared because he had met all these different lions throughout his trip, and they had, you know, scratched his friend, driven him into the water, like all these different things. And so he's like, don't you think it's bad luck to meet so many lions? And then it says, well, there was only one lion. And the boy says, how do you know? And he says, well, I am the lion. I was the lion who forced you to join Aravis. That was the other character in it. I was the cat who comforted you at the houses of the dead. I was the lion who drove the jackals from you while you slept. I was the lion who gave the horses new strength of fear the last mile when you reach the king in time. And I was the lion you do not remember who pushed the boat in which you lay a child near death so that it came to shore where a man sat wakeful, ready to receive you. It was just like, I read that and it was just so great because there are so many times when things happen, like that list of things that happened throughout the story, when they happened, they were like perceived as a bad thing. You know, they're like getting chased by lions. That's usually a bad thing. But what he's saying is that there was a purpose for all of them. Like, they were almost to their destination and then the lions came and chased them. And he said, I'm the one who gave the horses new strength of fear so that you could reach the king in time. So like if that hadn't happened, they wouldn't have beat the other army. I don't want to give away too many details because it is a story. But I just thought, like, good gracious, how many times does that happen in real life when something happens and it's bad, or you just are like not happy about something, but it turns out to be like exactly what you needed? It's God. Sorry, not to get all religious on you, but yeah. And there was one other thing, but I don't remember what it was now. And then when he had this whole discussion with the lion, it was like dark and he didn't realize where he was, but he was like on the edge of a cliff. And so later when he went back, he realized that he like very easily could have fallen off because it was dark and he didn't know where he was. But Aslan, the lion, stayed in between him and the side where the cliff was so that he would be safe. And I was just like, oh, so many metaphors. I don't know. Do the kids get all those things when they read it? I don't know. That's why actually it's C.S. Lewis who says there is nothing worth reading at the age of 5 that is not more worth reading at 60. Something like that. I don't think the ages are right, but the sentiment is correct. Anyway, all of that to say, go read this book. Go read all of them, but go read this one. All right, guys, so it is almost the end of the month, and that means that it is time for monthly planning, which is my favorite thing to do. If you didn't know, it's like, I know it's so dumb. My husband even was like, why do you like this so much? I was like, I can't explain it. It's just so much fun to like pick out my content and think about like how much money I want to make and all these different things. So there is that. Right now I'm looking because my monthly planning has like 2 parts to it. If you want like an official video, let me know and I'll do that with more of like a how-to rather than just a chit-chatty thing. So what I do is I pull out this notebook that I have. It's not anything super special. It's just a notebook with lined paper. And I write the month at the top. And I always start by putting my goals in the corner. Now, it is July, so I don't have really lofty goals this month because my people are teachers and teachers aren't, you know, reading quite as many blogs and all that kind of stuff when it's July because they're all out, I think. So as far as we go for TPT, I just want to make like 200, which is what I made this month in June, which I was really shocked by, guys. Like seriously, I was like, if I can make it to 100, like we'll be doing good. But I passed 200 this week, so I was like, oh, cool. And there's still a couple days left. So I actually, when I went for the year and I made like my plans for each month and said like, I want to make this much this month, this much this month, I didn't even put anything for June or July. I just skipped over them. I was like, I don't even know. Anyway, so if I can make 200 on TPT, that should be really good. That's what I made this month. For my, I have ads on my blog that makes some money. So if I can make $30, that's like $1 a day. That's okay. It's not like super, super awesome, but it's fine. Amazon, I have like an Amazon affiliate account. So if you click on a link down below that's from Amazon and you open it up and then you buy anything on Amazon, I get a little commission. So you pay the same amount, but I get a little bit of money, which is really awesome. And this month I made like $40, which is really high. For reference, I just got a payout that was like $11 from a different month. So I'm gonna see if we can match $40 again. And then Etsy, my goal is always just to sell one painting. Like, I don't care which one, I don't care how expensive it is, I don't care if it is a $2.50 digital download. I just want to sell one and we will be okay. So now that that's done, I look through my content and see how many days. Now, I don't blog over the summer. I don't really have a good reason. I just don't. Especially this summer, because I was writing a book. I was like, I can't write a book and write a blog. Like, it's just too much. So I normally would put blog posts, count how many Thursdays there are in the month, and then pick out 4 of them. And then I would also do what I am going to do today, which is look at the YouTube videos that I need. Now, I'm not 100% sure. So for July, my YouTube videos will be fairly similar the first 3 weeks, because I have pre-planning starting the 22nd. So I will be done with vlogs by the 22nd. So that weekend, like the 25th and 26th, will be the last vlogs that will come out, because I do them like a week off. So like this one I'm filming will come out next week while I'm at Disney. Anyway, so that actually works out well. So I think I'm gonna still try to do a TPT video every Tuesday. That's kind of a lot, so I don't know if I am gonna do it every week or just every other week. I'm gonna look and see. And then I will need a teacher video to go out. So I'm going to peruse through my notebook, see what ideas I have, because I always write all my ideas down in here so that I can find them when I need them. And I will get right back to you. So I got all my videos decided and written down. I am gonna go back to doing my TPT videos only once every other week, because it was just a bit much having them every week. And it was fine for the month of June because we're like in the middle of a series, but now I'm gonna go down to only once a week or once every other week, just to make sure that we are all good. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 videos coming out in the month of July, which is pretty good. I'm gonna take my pencil and write into my planner the days that they need to go out, just to help me remember. And I'm doing it in pencil because sometimes I do change them afterwards, especially if I have things that have to be filmed like at school versus at home or just whatever. So there's that. So I'm gonna write these down really quick. All right, so I did a lot of scheduling and rescheduling and rescheduling, and I think I'm at a pretty decent planning place. July is still gonna be kind of crazy because I'm gonna have, you know, all of the vlogs coming out, and then I'm starting school, and just like it's gonna be super wonky. But once August gets here, YouTube will slow down a lot. So just a heads up, that will happen. I'll probably just have 1 or 2, probably just 1 video most weeks, sometimes 2 videos. But there's like things that I do ongoing. Like I always during the school year do the lessons I'm doing that month, and then also the outfits that I wear the first week of the month. So I'm like, oh, I only have to come up with 2 other things. So it's just gonna like really help calm everything down. I think we shall see what I end up doing with everything else. So yeah, so that's most of my planning. Now, again, normally I would also do the same thing with my blog articles. I would write down on the side what I'm gonna do, and then I would write them in, and I go through, and every Monday, because I write my blog post on Monday, I will write the name of the blog post so that I know exactly what I'm writing when I sit down. Like I don't have to sit around and go, oh, what should I write? I just sit down, I look at my planner, I'm like, oh, I'm writing about this, and then I just chunk it out. So, and then I also normally do like just little to-dos that need to be done, but I'm not gonna do that because it is July, and it's like the first week of July I'm going to Disney, and then I have 2 weeks and then school starts. So I'm probably gonna take those 2 weeks and just do whatever the heck I want. That's my plan. We shall see. Anyway, so now that I have that at least halfway done, that's kind of a mess. I am going to get out my binder. So I have this binder where I keep all of my money stuff, and I have like a sheet that I fill out each month. It has changed a lot over the past couple months. But right now it looks like this. I kind of showed it to you before. So I will fill out all of the last month's income in the top, and then I'll fill out where everything's gonna go. So I like percentage it out, and then I will probably wait until it really is like the 1st, which is Monday, and put all the receipts into these like page projectors, and I'll just take the June one, slide it into the page projector, and then put this at the end, so that at the end of the year it's all in order. So I have, you know, January, February, March, and it goes in order. And then I also have added some sheets to track my earnings, because I get paid from a lot of different sources. I don't get paid a lot from a lot of different sources, but I do get paid from a lot of different things, you know, because I do get paid if you buy something on Amazon, or if you use my referral link at pureevita.com and buy some earrings. Like, I get paid for those things. And then, you know, I get, if you go buy one of my paintings, I get paid for that, and just lots of different things like that. So I have a chart with all the months, and then all of the different sources of income that I have, so I can write in that. You can see I have some lines because I don't always get everything. Like, Google only pays me for my ads on my website once I hit $100, so I don't get it every month. And then I have also started doing a TPT sales and earnings, and I write down total sales in Georgia, and then how much I actually made. So like after TPT takes their commission out. And mostly I'm doing that to track the taxes, and just so that if there's ever a sales tax issue or question, that we are like covered and know what's going on. So that's my prerogative. I have a lot of receipts from June. I'm not gonna lie, I bought a lot of stuff. Clip art, watercolor paper, fees for stuff, and just like it was a lot. I don't normally, like, I filled up the whole page, and I don't normally do that, so that was fun. Yeah, so I'm gonna fill this out now. So if you were wondering, I also print out my sales report for the month. I'm covering this up because it has like all the buyers' names, and that's a little bit much. But I don't print out all of the pages. I just print out the first page because I just want these two numbers right here to keep for my tax information. And then I also print out the Georgia orders. So if you go to the sales report page, and then you go to transactions by US state, you can scroll down, and whatever state you're in, click the little download, and then you can pull it up in Excel. So when I did this to pull all the ones from Georgia, I was looking, and it tells you like the county and the city that they're in, and I happened to notice that it's this, one of them was the city I live in. So I was like, huh, that's weird. So I actually went and looked up, like I can look up everybody who has bought anything from me, and it'll tell me, this is only for sellers, but it'll tell me like the person's name, how many things they bought of mine in that order, what they bought, and then also how many times that's been sold. I don't know if that's just for this month or if it's ever. I haven't figured that out yet. But so I like scrolled through until I got to the right date, and y'all, one of the people who bought one of my games is like a teacher here. Like, I don't know her. I've never met her, but she used to teach at a school that my friend now teaches at, and she does like private piano, and she bought like a piano thing. And I was like, I know. And she's been teaching for like 30 years, and she just went and bought one of my things. Like, that is the coolest thing ever. I'm not gonna lie. That's really exciting. Hope she likes it, because that's also really it makes me so nervous when people I actually know are like seeing my stuff. I know that's dumb, but I feel it anyway. All right, monthly planning is almost over. Yes, I know this is super, super excessive, but the last thing I have to do is for each of my YouTube videos that I need to film, I am going to just write a short little outline for what they're gonna be. It's not anything super fancy. I just write down a couple points that I want to make sure that I mention when I film the video, because then I remember. So, hey guys, I'm about to head out to go meet my husband. I was gonna do my makeup and then I was like, I don't feel like it. I got one of my YouTube videos, the one that needed to go up today, and so then I'll work on the rest this afternoon. This is just like a little, gracious, a little shift dress from J. Crew. It's really cute. It's like blue and white stripes. And it has these like flutter sleeves, and it's like a t-shirty material. So it's super, super comfy, which is good because I did not feel like, oh, do you see my phone case? Look at those pineapples. It's so cute. I love it. Anyway, so it's really, really comfy, which is good. I did not feel like putting actual clothing on today. Not gonna lie. So it's just like this little stripy t-shirt dress, easy peasy. It looks a little bit nicer than most of my like easy dresses, which is what I was going for because my husband is working, so he's wearing like, you know, slacks and like a jacket and all the fancy stuff, and I wasn't going that far, but I wanted to look like I didn't look like a slob next to him all fancy. I'm wearing these shoes that I wear like all the time. They're just little silver sandals, and then so I'm not wearing makeup, excuse that, but these are my Pierre Evita wave earrings, which I love. They also have them in gold, and I think they came out with them in rose gold. I wanted these for a really long time before I even knew what Pierre Evita was, and so they were like one of my favorite purchases. So I'm gonna head out to go meet my husband for lunch. We're going to Chicken Salad Chick, which is one of our favorites, and I have no idea what I'm gonna do when I get back. I have a lot of things I want to do, but I really don't feel like doing much, so we shall see how it goes. All right, so I am here a little bit early. I don't see my husband yet. He's driving his work truck today, so I would definitely recognize him. So I'm gonna just sit in my car for a second and edit some more YouTube videos because those things are great. I am back home. It's 12:30 now. We had Chicken Salad Chick. It was delicious. I love Chicken Salad Chick. We actually go there quite a bit because my husband does the keto diet, so he eats like 0 sugar and low carb, and chicken salad has very little carbs in it, so we always go and just like eat it with a fork, and then yeah, it's really, really great. And normally I leave and I'm like stuffed, but today I feel like I could have eaten like 3 times as much as I did. But I'm not gonna do that. Anyway, then we walked through Marshall's. Y'all, I never went to Marshall's until this summer, and I've been there like at least 10 times this summer. It's kind of ridiculous. But my husband wanted an over-the-door hanger thing to hold his baseball hats. So we got that, and then he also got another baseball hat. And then I got this. So it's like a bathroom organizer, and it has pineapples on it. I have a serious pineapple obsession, not gonna lie. So yeah, super cute. So I'm gonna use this when we go to Disney next week. All right, so I am in my office. It is a bit of a mess at the moment because I have my sewing machine out on my desk. I am eventually going to put a sewing table right there in my closet, like against that back wall. But I haven't gone that far yet. So every time I need to clear off my desk, this happens. It's really great. Anyway, so I am working on some gifts for some of my friends that are having babies, because I'm at that age where like everybody I know is having babies, and I'm making TPT products. So I'm making 2 baby quilts. Hopefully they will work out. And then I have a couple other little things that I'm going to make to go along with them once that is finished. So right here you can see I have all these strips. They all need to be sewn together, and then I need to iron them, and then I need to cut them and then sew them together another way. Long story. I've already got one that is a little bit further. So these are all sewn together and they're currently wrong sides out. So it'll look a lot better once it's put together. So I'm gonna see about putting these quilts together. I'm gonna put either Rain or like some cheesy movie on my iPad. And when I'm done with this, I think my plan is gonna be to work on this, clean the bathrooms, put YouTube videos up. I think that's my plan. We shall see. So hypothetically, would anyone judge me if I watched Gilmore Girls for like the 5th time? Asking for the first one, this is what it's gonna look like once it is sewn down. I'm a little bit nervous because I was not quite as careful as I should have been, and so some of them don't line up 100%, but hopefully it'll be okay. This one is a Winnie the Pooh nursery. It's so cute. But I think the colors look really good. I'm happy with the colors. Alright, so here is the first one finished. I think it has turned out pretty well. I was very careful with my sewing. It's not 100% perfect. I'm definitely not a seamstress. But I think it looks pretty good. So I'm gonna text my mom and see if she is available to help me out with the actual like quilting part of it tomorrow, because I have no idea how to do that. Alright, taking a little snack break and then I'm gonna finish this up. It's like 3 o'clock now and I just need to sew those together. Second one done. I'm gonna iron both of these so that they'll be nice and flat, but yeah, looks pretty good. Alright, both the quilts are done. I'm gonna finish those up tomorrow and I'm gonna go get dressed because my husband just texted me he's gonna actually be home a little bit early and we are going to play tennis. So, alright, so here is my tennis outfit, not anything super spectacular. This little skirt is from Spalding, the baseball brand. It's got shorts underneath it and it has a pocket right here, and I actually really like these because it has a slit in the side, so it's really easy to get to the pocket. This tank top is from the Prince brand, which is like a tennis brand, and I just have like a little Nike hat. I'm still wearing my bracelets, did take off my watch, and then these are my tennis shoes, like actually for tennis. They are from Asics. I'll see if I can link them down below. I really like them. I actually have them in 2 different colors, so I have these, and then I also have blue and white ones. And my favorite socks are these Asics running socks. The running ones have compression in the middle, so they like hold your foot really well, and then they have the tabs on the back so they don't hurt your feet. And with that, I'm going to head on out. Thank you so much for watching this summer vlog. Please stay tuned for our next one. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share so you don't miss it, and have a wonderful week.